COLREGs and autonomous vessel, legal and ethical concern under Canadian law. The present study focuses on legal and ethical questions raised with respect to autonomous, more specifically remotely controlled and fully autonomous vessel and COLREGs under Canadian law. The legal question revolve around issues such as whether an autonomous vessel may be qualified as a vessel under COLREGs and whether an autonomous vessel can abide by the COLREGs lookout and good seamanship requirement. It concludes that although the lookout and good seamanship requirement could be performed by remotely controlled vessel without making major changes to the existing rules for fully autonomous vessel decision-making under Rule 5 proper lookout and Rule 2 good seamanship cannot be viewed at this stage as conforming with COLREGs. The legal issues examined under COLREGs and the solution were provided to them reflect ethical concerns raised by autonomous vessels and the degree to which we trust AI in shipping. This study identifies the need for ethical principles to govern autonomous vessels and provides some direction in developing this principle. For the first time, the possibility exists for ships to navigate the globe with no one at the helm. Autonomous ships are defined as ships which, to a varying degree, can operate independently of human interaction. The presence of ships without crew on board can be traced back to ancient Greece. Autonomous ships today are being configured to operate via remote control, autonomous mean, or a combination of the two methods. Autonomous vessels present different levels of automation. Level 1 involves ships with automated process and decision support where seafarers are on board to operate and control shipboard system and function. Some operation may be automated and at times be unsupervised, but with seafarers on board ready to take control. Level 2, by contrast, encompasses remotely controlled ships with seafarers on board where the ship is controlled and operated from another location. Seafarers are available on board to take control and to operate the shipboard system and function. Level 3 of vessel automation concerns remotely controlled ship without seafarers on board, where the ship is controlled and operated from another location by remote controlled mechanism, that is by a shore-based human operator. There are no seafarers on board. Finally, Level 4 refers to fully autonomous ship in which the operating system of the vessel is able to make decisions and determine action by itself. This article focuses on remotely controlled ship without crew on board and fully autonomous ship levels 3 and 4 since this level of automation appear to raise significant legal and also ethical issues. Robot ethics refer to the practical challenge of building robots which explicitly engage in making moral decisions. Indeed, for levels of automation 1 and 2 involving human presence on board, the current rules may remain largely unchanged. Automation in shipping is possible due to the presence of sensors on board, cameras, radars, algorithms, and software that interpret data and propose appropriate action, as well as the shore control center that will play an important role in the navigation of the ship. In the case of remotely controlled vessel, sensors on board feed information to a human operator not located on the vessel who evaluate the relayed information and send command back to the vessel. These commands are then carried out through its electronic system. In the case of a fully autonomous vessel, information is collected from the various sensors and sent to an onboard computer that evaluates the information and issues command to the engine, ruders, and other navigational and cargo care components with no human input. Such vessels have a variety of potential uses. They may be used for the transport of goods and passengers, scientific marine research, the maintenance or repair of oil platform, pipeline, ships and port, laying submarine cables, surveillance, espionage, border patrol, and detection of smuggling and of narcotics. In the area of merchant shipping, the focus of the present study, Japanese shipping firms and shipbuilders are currently working to develop self-piloting cargo ship, while a Norwegian project completed the world's first electrically powered autonomous container ship, the Yara Parkland, in November 2020. China's companies have also launched autonomous cargo ships in recent years, and there are predictions that China will be leading the autonomous shipping market by 2025. Such vessels have numerous advantages. First, as human error accounts for more than 70% of all marine casualties, automation in shipping has a beneficial effect in reducing the number of accidents at sea. Second, cost effectiveness is achieved since the cost of maintaining a crew on board, their accommodation and wakes are eliminated, leading at the same time to vessels that weigh less, have more storage space for cargo, and consume less fuel. Finally, considering that there is a declining interest in seafaring carriers and a consequent shortage of seafarers, autonomous vessels will not be technologies of passing interest. The autonomous operation of ships raises, however, broad security and ethical concern by introducing certain risks. First, electronically operated devices may malfunction, present defect, or be hacked. Electronic devices and artificial intelligence or AI used by autonomous vessels might therefore be detrimental. At the same time, while autonomous vessels may prevent accident, counteracting damage produced following the accident, fire, environmental damage, flooding, and damage to the cargo tends to be more effective if a crew is on board. Second, the implementation of autonomous vessels will probably result in a loss of employment. Union representing personnel working on board have reacted with skepticism regarding autonomous vessel safety and cost effectiveness. It is also argued that there is no shortage of individuals who are willing to work at sea, but a shortage of individuals who are willing to work in the conditions that are currently prevalent in many parts of the industry. Third, if the delegation of tasks to AI is based on artificially induced blind trust in the name of growth and prosperity, such delegation isn't only imprudent but also morally problematic. Considering these factors, one cannot but wonder whether the substitution of artificial intelligence for human judgment is socially acceptable. Automation in shipping requires adapted regulation and policies to govern it. Even though shipping in Canada and worldwide is heavily regulated, the existing rules either do not address or only partially address new technologies. The International Maritime Organization or IMO, responsible for regulating many aspects of the maritime activity at the international level, is currently undertaking a scoping exercise in order to determine which IMO legal instrument will apply or not to autonomous vessels and to what extent this instrument will require amendment or whether a new instrument to govern autonomous vessels will be necessary. The scoping exercise was due to complete in 2020. However, due to the coronavirus or COVID-19 pandemic, the relevant IMO meetings were first postponed and then resumed in late 2020 and continue in 2021. The scoping exercise has identified a number of international rules that may require revision. Among them appears the 1972 Convention on the International Regulation Preventing Collision at Sea or COLREGs. Thank you.